Good morning. So we are driving to Ben Wyvis. This is going to be a day trip that we are going to do, and hopefully we will get up to the mountaintop with some good clear views up on the summit. One thing I will say is that it's 5 to 9 in the morning, and the car park, I've just taken the last space, and what you tend to find is that cars park on that end, and then it makes getting out of here quite a bit more difficult. Well, here we are, just setting off on the walk. Apparently it's quite a popular mountain. In fact, I know it's a popular mountain simply because the car park's full. That's always the case at this time of the day on a weekend. Apparently 6,000 people a year visit Ben Wyvis. 6,000? No, I mean 8,000. Okay, it looks like part of the footpath has been washed out. Generally speaking, this is an excellent footpath all the way up to the top of the mountain. Starts off through this forest here, and then it will open up a bit further on into open moorland. So right now we're in cloud. You can see the sun is advancing, but this cloud is causing a bit of an issue, and that suits me just fine, because if the sun comes out it gets a bit too hot. Okay, so not too far to go to the end of the footpath, and I seem to have picked up a dog. Hello, nice to see you. Not my dog. And here we are. So that is now us out of the forested bit. So it's straight up that hill right in front of us. That's the southern end of the Ben Wyvis mountain, and it's a good footpath going all the way up. Well constructed. Making our way up a little bit more. In the distance, and Chanak. Okay, so this is the bit where the footpath turns into big steps. It makes upward progress a lot easier here. Afraid I don't have my microphone with a working battery, sadly. So, making our way upwards, look across where I gauge height without an altimeter. Just look at neighbouring mountains. This is Little Wyvis, about 780 metres, and the top over here 945. So that tells me that we've probably got about 150 metres of uphill left to go. Nearly at the south top. Wind is getting up to chilly levels now. Definitely will be putting my jacket on once we get to the top. Here we are, finally. So, not much of a view. There's a bit of a view to the east, to the west even, but to the east and along the ridge, shrouded in mist. I was wanting to fly my drone up here, as you'd expect, but unfortunately, not at this moment in time. So, here we are, middle top. So the cloud is lifting, which I'm encouraged by. It's a nice easy scratch in the ground to follow. I call it a path almost, but to be quite frank, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't make it easier to walk on here. You could easily walk on the moss, the grass moss mix. But we're seeing a few mountains in the distance. Go over here, then Cleebrek in the distance, and to the left of the mountain in the foreground, Ben Hope. Right, nearly at the summit. Bit more mist closing in. Still clear views down towards the Cromarty Firth. Right, here we are. Many times up here. Well, the clouds come in. Looks like it's set for the day, to be honest. I could just see a curtain of cloud just march in across the mountains to the west. So it's interesting just to see how the weather changes as usual. But I don't think it's going to be raining until later on in the day. Well, finally beneath the cloud base. It was cold in that cloud. My hands were cold. Yes, I had gloves, but I didn't wear them. I just wanted to keep going. But out of the cloud, and you know, we're not too far beneath the south top here. We're only about 50 meters lower, and then a break out of the cloud. But you can see it's a much cloudier prospect in general. There aren't any bits of blue sky looking west, but there is one just there. Well, this is probably the most exposed bit of the whole footpath, and it's not a big deal in the summertime, but if you imagine this covered in snow and ice, and in particular deep snow and ice, there is potential to slip here and go quite a long way, because once you have slid off the end of the footpath, the slope rapidly steepens up. But in the summertime, you're not going to go that way. If you stumble, you probably just simply go, ouch, complain a lot, swear a lot, and pick yourself back up and carry on. Well, here I am, back at the bottom, and we've got blue skies. Isn't that typical? You go up there, and it's cloudy, and then we come back, and it's blue skies. Nearly at the forest, so let's carry on. Well, here we are, back at the car park. It is a periodic favourite for me. It's about 2 hours drive from my house and 2 hours drive back, and yeah, it's good views, and it's the first reasonable mountain you get to from Inverness going westwards or northwestwards. Well, I hope you have found this to be an informative walk out what it's like to hike up to the top of Ben Wyvis. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Navigate home.